Hi, this is Jack Ma with Jack Ma Real Estate Group at Century 21 Master in Diamond Bar. Welcome to today's video on some seller's tips. Now, market has changed. I'm sure you're all aware of this. We already moved from a hot seller's market, as recent as March. Now we're basically entering a neutral or a balanced market. And we really haven't seen a balanced market in the last 10 years. Interest rate has always been low, so the market is always in some different degree in some kind of a seller's market. And that's why we've been seeing price on an upwards trend since 2012. And since the balanced market does not necessarily favor seller nor the buyers, so things have changed. Not all homes are selling like hot potatoes. We're starting to see more and more home coming off the market as what we call an expired listing. Basically, their listing contract expired. And in the first quarter of this year, there were about 1,760 homes expired. And in July alone, there was 778 homes expired. So as you can see, that number really was increasing pretty rapidly. So what do you do if your home is not selling? Well, here I'm gonna give you a couple tips on what you can do in a changing market to get your home sold. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Now, before I forget, as usual, if you find this video useful or you know someone that can benefit from this information, please forward it, subscribe to the channel depending on where you see it. So, why do some homes expire and some homes were selling? Well, it's really simple. Buyers determine what they want to buy by comparison shopping. They'll look at the property of homes that are listed on the market based on its price, feature, and benefit. And then they're gonna compare it with similar homes that are recently sold or, like I said, currently on the market. And what they'll do is they're gonna make an offer or trying to negotiate on the home that they feel like has a better perceived value. So if the quote unquote perceived value for your home is not as good as some of the competition on the market, then buyers simply gonna go try to negotiate that house and skip over yours. Now, selling real estate, especially in a normal market or a buyer's market, is really competitive. So I want to share a couple tips on what you can do to get your home sold if it's sitting and not selling. Number one, accessibility. Well, to get a home sold, buyer has to see it. So if you're not making buyer looking at your house easy, then that could be a problem, especially in a market where the inventory is increasing. On average, a buyer will see probably 4 to 8 homes before they make an offer. So what that means is if you're not the first 4 to 8 homes that the buyer is seeing, if you cannot work out the schedule for a buyer to come see your house, they may have found something else before they even made their way to your house. And then your house is gonna sit. So what can you do in that situation? Well, try to make your showing schedule more available or try to put a lockbox. I mean, we don't have to get people in your house anytime they want. We can say, hey, we need a 48-hour notice. We need a 24-hour notice. At least this will give you some time to prepare, and then you're not going to be caught by surprise on a buyer suddenly show up. And at the same time, open up the schedule, allowing buyer to see the house. Number 2, the condition of the home. Now, with the interest rate went from 3% to now 6%, the cost of owning or buying the same house all of a sudden went up significantly for the buyers. Now, that also means that their expectation for the same house would go higher too. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you do the same thing? Let me give you some number. If a buyer is buying a house that's $900,000 and with 20% down payment, at 3% versus now 6%, their monthly payment is almost $1,000 higher. So you can logically expect, their expectation will go up. Now, what do you do? Well, a couple things you can do. Always consider a fresh coat of paint. That's usually the easiest, cheapest way to get the most value out of any renovation. And then consider this. Buyers nowadays like to have wood floor. They like to have kitchen and bathroom upgraded with granite countertop or stone countertop versus the white tile. So these are things that a buyer would want to see in a house. Just imagine yourself walking through a remodeled or a brand new home. You want to buy something that's in a current market standard, right? And buyer would do the same thing. Number 3, price. I'm going to talk about price, right? Of course, price is so integral part of a perceived value. When two property are similar condition, layout, size, the one with the lower price has a better value. Or when the two property at the same price, the one with the better condition has a better perceived value. So as you can see, if you're priced not correctly, then sometimes buyer will find better perceived value on the houses, your neighbor's house that are selling. And then what they're going to do, they're going to try to negotiate that house first before they come to yours. And so what can you do? Simple. Always price according to the comparable. And then remember, don't just look at the sold comparable. You also want to look at what's on the market today, because those are your competition. Those are what buyers decide which one has a better value, which one they want to make an offer on. So there you go. Here are some 3 tips that's going to help selling a little bit easier for you if you're in the market or if you know someone that's in the market. And the market is still strong. Yes, we saw a decrease in member demand. The price is still relatively stable. We haven't seen this price coming off too much. So if you want to take advantage of this historic price gain in the last 2 years, we saw 45% appreciation in the last 2 years because of COVID. And we probably will never see that again in our lifetime. So if you want to take advantage of that, let me know. If you want to find out the value of your home, simple. Go to my website, www.jackmarealestate.com, and then click on the button that says sellers, and then you'll find a free home valuation tool. Or even simpler, give me a call. I'll run a report for you. Thank you again for watching. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.